So you can try and make your soil level perfect by using a board, which is what I'm doing here. And it's easier if you don't have any plants in the ground already, because you can line it up on both sides of the raised bed and then just move it along. But even so, what I'm doing is scraping the soil so it'll be the exact level of either side of the bed, so it looks really perfect. And since I do have a little bit too much compost in here, I'm going to take a little bucket like this one and just go ahead and scoop, I'm one-handed here, scoop the extra, which already has worm castings and kelp, so you don't want to just waste it. And it even has rock mineral dust. That's what that pale sandy looking stuff is. So grab that, and then we have this bed over here that we're going to be planting. It's this fresh space and it's a little bit low, so I'm going ahead and preparing this bed for something new with already enriched soil. Now I got to take the irrigation system, which was thrown to the side here, and pick it back up. It's nice and pliable because it's gotten warm in the sun. And I'm going to put that back and lay it down in the bed, which I need 2 hands for. And then I'll show you guys what that looks like, so we can get the drip system going to water these peppers. So it's going to get all cooked up right there, but we'll have an expert come out and see to that part. For here, I want to make sure this final hose is on the opposite side of the peppers, which you want to do without actually hurting the peppers. So what we want here is for one hose to be on the bed edge side of the peppers. So I'm going to come up here where we started to get off track and gently lift it up so it doesn't hurt the peppers that are already planted, and put it on this side. Now if you're wondering why I'm doing this after a row of peppers is already planted, like you're wondering how it wouldn't be easier to do it before I planted, well, you're right. It would be way easier to do this, and even leveling the soil bed would be easier if I hadn't already planted a row of peppers. But I didn't find out until after I planted the first row that my soil level was not perfect enough, so I had to go back in and redo that, and I didn't want to disturb these guys by uprooting them. So yes, this whole task would be easier if you started with a bed that had nothing planted in it to begin with. So if you've got your drip system in nice straight rows, which I don't quite, then you can take these little post peg things and secure it into place. Like up here where it's bowing out a little bit, I would take one of these guys and put it in the soil where I want the hose, and then pull it into place, and now you've got a nice secure flat-lying irrigation system. Right here where it hooks up to the water, got these kind of Z's, and you can pull them appropriately. For this bed it needs to go this way, and then this plastic bag has to come off, and we'll be ready to hook back up, just like so. So one really exciting thing is I got a new plant nutrient to put in each hole that I dig for a pepper. It's called Plant Success Soluble Living Soil and Healthy Roots. endo and ectomycorrhiza with seaweed and humic acids. So it looks like this inside, just like a grayish powder. It actually smells good to me, almost fruity. And the usual one that I use, just in comparison, is the Extreme Gardening Mycos. Okay, so if you want to use a spade to dig a hole for your peppers, you can. Or, I'm noting that I want to be right in between these because I'm planting these offset in the same row as this guy, so about right here. Or if you don't have a spade, you can just use your hand. You don't need that big of a hole because these peppers don't have a big root system yet. Now, on this side, we're going to use the Mycos from Extreme Gardening. Just get a pinch, stick it in the hole. There's gonna go a pepper. See, we're on a short one this time. And here are just a few of the peppers I have to work with. We have some really interesting kinds. There's the holy moly pepper, which is supposed to be pretty mild. I like to grow mostly mild peppers that you can just eat straight off the bush. This is the sweet rain pepper. And then this guy is really cute. Got the pretty in purple, and you can see it's already got a purple fruit on there. But yeah, the hot peppers are fun for a kick a little bit in salads and dressings and soups, but mainly we like to grow sweet mild peppers that we can just come out and eat them like apples. So there's quite a few sweet rains. This one's called a lipstick pepper. I really like that name. And if I don't tell you what they are, they're sweet rains, and apparently sweet rains are really good because we got a lot of them. There's another lipstick one. This one is called Red Beauty Hybrid. It's a short one, so we'll put that in a short row. And the Hungarian sweet banana pepper. And the Quadrato de Istogialo pepper. Whatever. And here's the last kind. Pepper Puya. Okay? So we're gonna keep all these labels so we can remember which one was which. So I'm planting the rows offset, and I'm also planting them one big, one short, one tall, one short, back and forth, to make things look kind of symmetrical. Anyway, here we go with a Red Beauty, which is the short one, and they come out really easily. Okay, so one more time. We're going to find the middle of these two peppers and then align it with this row here. Should be right there. Dig my little hole. It's just about that deep is good. Sprinkle in the Mycos, about that much, right in there. Take my plant. This guy's a lipstick. Ease them out of there, and you do this with two hands if you weren't holding a camera, but be gentle and loosen up all the soil that's bound up around the roots. Oops, sorry little guy. And in he goes.